hear me, I hope.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hopefully, I turned my volume up a bit, so
I'm
hopefully everyone can still hear me.
unminimize.
Yeah?
My game's not letting me bring it up. I'm gonna have to restart it again, which means my Steam's gonna go not
Yeah.
responding.
Yeah. See, that's the problem I'm having with Kerbal-Dawn,
Like it
with
doesn't
the
really.
resources it takes and everything else. It really does bog things down a bit, and it is just a really resource heavy thing to do.
Shouldn't have,
Ooh, look at that!
I mean, I.
Goodbye. What was that? What did you do?
I mean, I was. I didn't do anything. Steam, come on, let me restart the game.
So this is my aircraft that I'm taking. This is the execu jumper. This is basically like a Learjet type deal that I decided to beef up and actually take a yeah, slap some FTL drives on it right there in the middle, center of mass. And I actually used two of the 2.5s, so that way I was sure to not have to worry about anything. We are using some high technology on this one, so if anyone's looking on and saying, "Oh my God, you guys are cheating," no, we have FTL drives, we have the pure electric engines, so everything we have on here is already high future tech. This craft is actually decked out for landing for docking. I can actually dock using this inflatable hatch, so I can just come in and dock on in and then mind my
Yeah,
business.
I launched and crashed because some of the debris that I left behind exploded.
Nice. What I did, I actually had to launch from the island base because I could not launch from KSC now. I don't know what happened. It's showing completely botched on my game. Oh, oh. Well, that explains why my craft was actually off balance. Because it is off balance. Because yeah, I'm missing some parts on the other side. That is interesting. What's up with that adaptable mode? No, nothing exploded.
I think.
I had it on because that's how I place these fuel tanks. I'm guessing that it just there's various. I always have complications with
Is it
these people.
is it too late to revert?
I do not want to revert because I really came all the way out here. That's not going to affect the craft flying. To be completely honest,
Does
it's
it
very stable
do-
even without those.
does it have a beacon?
No, there is a beacon already out here though.
Ah, okay.
It's in polar orbit around dawn, which isn't the greatest because you have to come in and then you know correct your inclination, which
I just want to see if I can get a craft over there because I've been having
yeah,
issues.
yeah.
So I brought.
The beacon is still here. I'm looking at it. I was looking at it a few ago.
Yeah, but it's like.
I currently lost visibility to it. It's still out here somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still out here. A beacon orbiting dawn. It's still out here. This star is really
Respond.
bright. Let's see if we can get
Respond.
a good view of this thing. That is dawn right there.
Oh, you blocked it. Okay, there you go.
Uh, uh, I'm trying to give everybody a good view, but it's really hard because dawn is super bright, man.
Well, if you just get a part of your craft right in the way,
That's what I'm doing.
intersect like that.
Right here.
There we go.
You can kind of see the cornea. There you go. It's really
Cornea.
mega
That's a part of
bright.
the eye.
It is. It is a huge. It is. It's. They said it's bigger than. They said it's bigger than what's it called? Didn't they?
I don't know what you're
It's bigger
comparing
than
it to.
Kerbal. Oh, you've never been over. You never warped over here before.
I mean, I've cheated stuff over there, but I haven't warped
Yeah.
over there. Lord.
What is that noise you're making?
You know, he usually makes a lot of weird noises. All right.
So Skittles.
What is that supposed to be Kerbal language?
No.
That's
No.
supposed to be Kerbal language.
That's a sour
Nice.
Skittles.
Oh man, I am burning a lot of electric charge. Those two.
Meanwhile, it's taking.
Those 3 panels do not give you enough.
Hey, respond, you stupid game.
So this is Dawn. This is from the outer planet. Well, it's not outer planets. It was
the world beyond.
The world beyond. Thank you. I always want to call it the outer planets. The world beyond mod that gives you several different places to go. This is Dawn, the biggest one. And over here you see there's Barrier, there's Eon, Traverse,
there's a bunch of different
Ascension,
systems that can come with the mod.
Yeah, there's Oblivion down here.
Yeah.
And I actually have never ventured to the other ones because this is the only one that really had any interest to me, because it has habitable planets that are in a tight formation around Paradise, which I like. And one of them actually has like the gravity of what's it called? Of
Minmus? Oh, well, of course there's Asgard too, which has the gravity of Minmus and a curved atmosphere.
Yeah, I have not been to Asgard. I like fantasy. Fantasy is beautiful. It's very floaty, but it is basically Duna with a beautiful atmosphere before it went dead. But it's nice. It's beautiful because you go there and it's like, oh man, I could just float anywhere. So it is very nice, but I think I like Bahamut more. It is slightly less gravity, it feels, than Kerbin, and it is still has a nice little atmosphere, a bit smaller, doesn't take as much to get on and off, so it's a bit better of a replica, so you can actually fly things there. It has a huge polar section, so you can land a craft there and build a base, no problem. I do like that part about Bahamut. I was like, oh wait, look at this, so I think that's what I'm going to try again.
I'm just gonna add a couple of drop-on beacons.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, once I got here, I was like, I could just warp a beacon over now. That's the best part.
FTL SSTO craft.
So I am hoping to get more beacons over here. Drop a beacon.
Thing I'd like
I'm gonna have Valentina opening Dawn because I forgot to put pure engines on this craft. So I forget what
you know which one I wanted to take a look at actually.
I'm also gonna add a little spinny glider plane thing to go down to Asgard.
Not that. It was.
I think it was
Hyperion. Not either Hyperion or Summit. One of those look really funky.
Why did that just happen? What the heck?
What happened?
I just randomly disappeared. Everything disintegrated itself.
Yeah, try launching from the island base.
I'm using a rocket, so I don't have that available.
Oh. Then launch from, what's it, Wanugi? Hakalugi?
No, it's, Woomerang launch site.
What Wanugi? Wanugi is my friend's website. What am I talking about? I never use Woomerang. I've used it like once or twice. And
I've used it accidentally before, and it's not the best base to launch from if you're trying to get to, say, the moon.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just...
But if you're just trying to get into orbit...
I never had a use for it. I've gotten so used to doing everything from the KSC that I've never had a use for it. But, I mean, now we can build our own bases, hopefully, kind of, sort of, without it going to the ground. But that was what I was saying.
I don't even know how to do that, so
I can show you. I'll show you. We'll show you guys. I don't know if you're streaming.
I am.
Awesome. But I wanted to build a base on the water. What mod are we using? The mod is stock alike. It was Kerbal. Well, taking it back. Kerbal constructs is what we're using to build it, but the stock alike structures is going to have some of the buildings, but it's mostly going to be Kerbal constructs. So, right now for this server, we're using pure electric engines. We're using what's up, Omar?
Flag.
We're using the World Beyond. I'm using Scatterer. I'm using E.
Would you stop disintegrating for no bloody reason?
We're using Disintegration for no reason.
Like, seriously, I've gotten this thing into orbit on the server before without it doing that.
And there's a lot of dependencies. There's quite a few dependencies.
Loaded.
The World Beyond core.
Loaded. Come on.
Luna multiplayer. Oh God, so many. There's a lot of them.
Hello, Omar.
It doesn't take that much to install. I mean, I wish I could, make an install pack.
And I've been to the point where I'm 1.7 thousand meters above the ground.
What are we doing today? Today we are going to go. I think I want to go to.
Oh, of course it's this. Okay.
And on Bahamut, I think I want to build a base that's 100% on the water. What's up, Krakenberger? So because we're having a problem where our crafts were spawning, but our crafts are spawning, well, underground. We don't know what's causing it yet. We're still trying to figure that part out.
I'm still trying to figure out this craft that's proven it can launch without turning into a bunch of parts.
So what we're trying to do now instead is to go ahead and build a base on the water. Actually, just nothing but on the water. Or maybe a floating air base that looks like it's being propelled in the air using the, what's it called? The, what are those things called? I can't think now. The wind turbines.
Wind turbines.
Yeah.
Sort of like a big quadcopter base.
Yeah, exactly. Make it look like a flying aircraft carrier. That would be pretty freaking awesome. So if you drop out of the air, it's like, oh crap, engines.
Stop rotating so I can actually.
So that was my idea. I was like, hey, that might work. That would be freaking awesome.
Stop crackening, please.
So
each time I launch, cracking.
Someone's having a little bit of a hard time.
Here's the thing.
This really does take a long time.
And you're interrupting me.
Change your inclination.
But the thing is, I've gotten this exact craft with no changes to how it looks or how it's designed into orbit before without it cracking every single time it bloody launches. I know for a fact this thing can get into orbit. It's just it's like it's too scared or something. Like I left one in orbit, it glitched out, so I got rid of it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right? The engine inside of things were moved around and it wasn't really doing anything. Right? But I've gotten this exact craft in this exact configuration into orbit before. I know it can get into orbit.
Can I make a TTS channel on my Discord? We'll discuss that on our Discord. See if that's something we want to bring back. I remember we turned a lot of things off from the server, including the everyone ping and all that good stuff, because people were playing around with it. They're like, hey, look, I can do this. And it's like, no, don't do that. Stop doing that. No more of that.
What's everyone ping?
You know how some servers allow you to do at everyone and it'll ping everybody on the server?
Yeah, we don't want that.
Like the Discord at everyone.
Yeah,
that's
what I mean.
Exactly.
So that actually exists in LMP?
No. I was talking about
We're talking about on the Discord, yeah.
Oh, on Discord.
Yeah, and I don't want everyone to be able to ping everyone. That's something that is going to be highly restricted. TTS is less restricted, but
it can be annoying.
Yes, that was the problem. It can be annoying. Anything people can abuse or become annoying, we tend to not add to our Discord. It's like we had a few talks about adding a politics channel, and it was like, no, that's just going to get bad really quickly. I see other channels have it, but I don't know. That's one of those emotional topics that people get really emo on, and I hate politics. And then there was a not safe for work channel. No, that degrades too fast. This is the Dawn system from the world beyond. So this is...
I might actually get into orbit this time.
This one is way bigger.
Because I have to edit this. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't have to edit it.
You can see it is... We're going to actually have to stop our... We may not make it with our burn time because we're going to need more electric charge. I'm going to run low on electric charge, huh? We're going to be like halfway through the burn and then run out of electric charge. It's going to suck. Then I'm going to have to stop and recharge. And then it's not going to be the perfect orbit. It's going to suck. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, if you allowed the warp engine, well, we wouldn't have that issue.
Yeah, well, things kept exploding. Literally. I'd just be sitting there and I'm like, all right, everything's good, and everything would explode. Not everything, just that one part. That part kept exploding. I don't know what was causing it.
I haven't had that issue.
No, it did it like 9 times out of 10 for me. So I literally just gave up.
So what kind of craft was that on? Was that on a craft that would actually go to the surface of the planet?
What?
You know,
it was a craft. It was an airplane. Oh, that's why.
I think maybe, like, if you land a warp drive on the surface of another planet and then you try to escape the SOI of that planet, it just explodes for some reason. But like when I had a warp ship that had shuttles attached that you would drop the shuttles to the surface, those shuttles did not have any warp drive.
I actually had
dock them to the ship, and then I was able to go back to Kerbin pretty easily with that warp ship, no exploding issue. But
oh no,
when I built like an SSTO with a warp drive, landed on another planet, and then when I tried to go back to Kerbin, as soon as I was escaping that planet's SOI, it just went boom.
Yeah, for me, it was a perfectly stable craft that I had used pure engines on before, and all I did was expand it out, slap in the warp drive, and I made sure I was vastly inside the warp bubble. I was like, all right, cool, no problem.
Y'all motherfuckers better be using
language.
My station.
We are currently not using the station.
Well, time to deorbit.
No, leave it up.
Because the last time I launched, that crashed.
The more we have, the better.
I'm surprised it's still there, to be honest. I'm surprised it just hasn't fallen back to Kerbin on its own.
I'm trying to get the right angle here.
Terrible orbiting skills.
Oh yeah, I think it's been fine.
Are you guys at the other system?
Yeah, I would
be if I can get this craft to go into.
I'm launching my.
I'm currently trying to angle my craft so I can.
How the heck how do you get out there? It's so far away.
Jump drive.
You have to use a FTL drive.
There's a beacon already in orbit.
An FTL drive? Can't you use a ton of fuel to get out there?
You could.
Well, you can do that, but it will take a very
it'll take
trust.
It would probably take 2 weeks or even days of your time.
It actually took me almost a whole. It took me several hours just to get out there.
That's while time warping.
Yeah, at
Okay.
full warp, it took me hours.
I'm gonna build a probe and I'm gonna go launch it into one of the suns for research purposes.
You could have. I mean, if you want, you could build a 2.5 with a warp drive and a beacon.
Oh my god, should I build a station out there?
Oh, you could. You could build a station and launch it so we can have one around
Dawn.
Paradise.
Alright. Paradise Station is coming out.
A beacon that's actually, not in polar orbit like a moron put it out there. I don't know what idiot decided to put a polar orbit beacon out there.
Alright, the station's coming up now. I'm gonna fly it out there.
Alright. Yeah,
I'm
just
flying.
use a FTL drive to once you are in high Kerbal orbit, high Kerbin orbit, you should be able to, if you have a 2.5 FTL drive, you should be able to warp out there.
Well, I have a few different types of stations. I have the Alpha class, which is around Kerbin.
Yeah.
Which is around let's see, 190 parts ish.
Yeah, that's maybe not that one.
And then I also have an International Space Station replica, which is 296, and then I have one called.
And I've been disconnected.
I have one called the Mega Ring Weapon, which I've made, which is 800 parts.
How about one that's like
just a little
parts?
just
no. Around 100. Yeah, 100, 200 parts is fine. Should be fine.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I know.
Yeah,
don't worry.
Don't do anything. I've tried to launch 1,000-part craft, and what happens is the lag hits it and disintegrates.
And it just disintegrates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have parts everywhere. But the problem is it causes a chain reaction. So as that one creates a lag spike, everyone else is gonna start exploding like a bunch of little grapes in a microwave.
Just a bunch of grapes in a microwave.
Have you put grapes in a microwave?
Oh,
I put grapes in a microwave. No.
I have when I was younger.
My brother.
What kind of idiot would do that?
So
I was insane when I was younger.
In high school.
You're the freaky kid. Yeah. Sorry, I'll let you speak.
In high school, my brother put some. What was it? Oh yeah, it was some like Dawn soap or something. In the microwave.
God, and it had to smell horrible.
Right? It's
Why would you do that?
No, it was not Dawn soap. It was, I forget what kind of soap it was. The stuff that has bubbles inside of it.
Bubbles?
Alcohol.
So it's like it's a special kind of soap that has like air pockets or something, minuscule air pockets.
Oh.
Crap.
Tide Pods.
No.
No,
this was a solid bar of soap.
A solid bar.
Right, with little air bubbles.
So it looks like the chocolate bar, the Aero chocolate bar with all the bubbles in it.
I've never.
Hang on, I'll be right back. I'll verify something.
All right. Yeah, because I remember when I was younger, I actually was I was supposed to be cleaning stuff up, and I was like, oh god, this is taking so long. You know what? I will make a fast, awesome cleaner that I can get all this done in no time. So what do I always use? I always use Comet, and I use ammonia. I'm just gonna mix Comet and ammonia. Yes.
You're an idiot.
And so, mind you, I was like, this is like my young teens.
You're an idiot, but a legend.
I mixed it together, and I started cleaning with that. What's that smell? I'm cleaning.
Did you pass out?
No. I don't know how.
I
totally am. I'm fine to this day. Mostly, probably the voices don't tell me to do anything. But
yeah, okay. I verified what kind of soap it was. Ivory soap.
Ivory soap. Oh yes. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah. So when he was actually in science class. It was a science experiment. At the end of the class, they had like 3 or 4 bars left. And Aaron asked his teacher if he could put all of them in there because he wanted to see what would happen.
Death.
It filled the entire microwave with the soap.
Wait, so what one do I need? Do I need the 2500 IN advanced FTL drive?
That's the best one. The rest of
Okay.
them
I
have
have a bunch of 650 INs on this one because
Yeah,
the
you
main
can
part
add.
is
You can. No, go ahead.
Is it like the more I have, the faster it goes?
It combines.
Wait.
It does
So I'm
stack.
gonna be flying
No.
out. Wait, do I need boosters to get out there? Or...
Yes, they don't
But,
actually have any thrust themselves.
yeah, but it's like
Well, the FTL drives, what they do is you have to get
okay.
far away from a gravity well, and then
I'm still
when
talking.
you activate the drive and when you select a beacon
It's okay.
as a
I got
target, you activate the drive, it will instantaneously teleport your craft to there. And the more the more force you can generate with your FTL drives, the more force and IN you can generate, the closer to a gravity well you can get with like 100% probability of success.
Okay, you know what? Okay, hold on. I got this. I'm just gonna do it
Famous
this way.
last words.
That sounds like something I'd say. I got this, and
Yeah,
then everything explodes.
And then just everything spontaneously combusts.
Exactly.
Yeah, but anyway, so I filled up the entire microwave with soap, and he spent.
Oh, we're still talking about the soap?
Yeah, I was still talking, and you guys interrupted.
I'm trying to hear the soap story. Hold on, he filled the entire thing. All right, keep going. Keep
Right, so
getting good.
he spent like the rest of the school day pretty much trying to clean it out. Right, and they eventually had to replace the microwave because everything you put in there from that point forward tasted like soap.
Oh yeah. Well,
Right,
actually, I have
never-
a funny story about that on similar lines.
They never did ask us to.
You said fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any specific altitude or? I'd
Oh.
say about 100, 150 maybe.
That's good.
Okay, I'll see what I can do, okay?
You said they never asked them to what with the microwave?
Pay for the replacement.
Oh yeah, because they let them do it. They shouldn't have given them permission if that's on them.
I don't think they
should have.
I don't think she fully realized what would happen.
Well, she should have asked questions. That's why you have to ask questions. Anytime a kid comes up and says, "Hey, can I do something with a microwave?" First thing a teacher should say is, "What are you going to do with the microwave?"
Well, the thing is they just finished doing experiments that involved.
No, you have to ask the question. You have to.
So, Jatois, how did you get to Dawn?
I jumped.
Oh,
Well, no. So, there's supposed to be a beacon at Dawn?
Yeah, there's a beacon.
There's no way that there's a beacon at Dawn right now.
Yeah, there's a beacon at dawn. I have it targeted right now.
If I show possible destinations, I only see a beacon orbiting Kerbin, which are the drop beacons that I have attached to my own craft.
What is this? What is this? Oh, hold on. I can check that from my computer now. Do we have a disappearing craft now?
yes, we do. I'm not seeing any beacons.
Well, everybody just hang tight.
Prepare for spontaneous decombustion.
No. Because this server's being backed up. This server's being backed up. It also, by mistakenly, backed up a lot of your junk.
My space junk?
Yeah,
From
your
the
space
station?
junk. Yeah.
Or was that from my Saturn V?
So I need to delete your International Space Station parts. It didn't classify those as. That's my execu jumper. It didn't classify them as what's it called?
And so why is your craft called Execu Jumper?
Because it looks like an executive craft.
I'm not synced up with anybody.
Mini beacon, there you are. Oh no, that's mini beacon. Wrong one. Jump ship.
That's me.
Haiku. Hey, Haiku's missing too. What is this? All right. So 2 things I need to do. I need to move
I'm in orbit.
Haiku.
Well, you should add like a part of your script that you can flag items for auto backup. So, like your beacons that you place in orbit, you can flag those for auto backup, and then
No
those
need,
automatic
because
store.
they actually are being auto backed up. It literally
Okay,
is being
well-
auto backed up.
Boys, we're successfully in the Dawn system now.
Oh wait, what is this? 772B4. It's already there? Are you sure? It is there.
My whole Kerbal Space Center is in the void. It's completely gone. It's just black.
Wait. It is. It's orbiting right now. The beacon is still up. We're just not seeing it.
Everything is gone at my space station.
Yeah.
Not that. No, like my space center is literally just space. It's just space. It's just gone. The whole planet's gone. Just everything's gone.
Yeah, check this out. 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 Oh wait, never mind. Don't check this out because I didn't add in my monitor capture yet.
And I'm out of fuel.
Window capture.
Let's not the maneuver. Get rid of that
So what the
maneuver.
So there
What
is
the hell?
a fast beacon 1 orbiting Kerbin right now, but like
There's
No,
a lot.
this
not
one
really at
isn't-
the optimum altitude to be jumped to.
This one isn't Kerbin.
Jump!
There's like 10.
Boom.
Why is there like 20 stars?
Jump
What
failed.
happened to the stream? The stream looks all black.
Yeah, you're.
Like I
There's-
can skip back.
Oh,
and see
yeah. Hold
your
on,
craft,
hold
and
on.
then
Yeah, I know
skip
why.
Live, it's just
Let's move this down.
There's so
Hi,
many
we're
planets.
back. Sorry, I added a window capture. Okay, so yeah, what we're seeing is that I'm actually taking a look at 2 different files here. This is
Facebook.
7720023 Okay, so these are both showing the same NRM, the same rotation. Everything is the same. This thing is in the same spot. Why are we not seeing this?
I
That's
have
very
no
interesting.
idea.
Very
So the beacon
interesting.
the beacon orbiting Kerbin is that fast beacon.
No?
The fast beacon 1 that's orbiting at like 84.
I mean, I see one on Fantasy
Kilometers.
now, but. And
Yeah, the
I'm
one-
cracking.
The one on Fantasy should still be here.
I've cracking, and now all I am is a cockpit in a.
You should have seen the one time I was flying my. Oh my God, where's Kerbal Space? Why is it all the way down there? My camera is like 10,000 meters above the ground level right now.
I actually don't want to warp.
Look at this. Look in the Discord.
I am
I'll
scared
do
to
that on my
warp.
other computer, because if I minimize right now, I could cause
Like-
problems.
I don't know what I did, but I'm way up here.
What?
Well, it's a good thing you can still access the
Wait,
facility.
did you use what's it called? Airplanes Plus wheels
For what?
for the craft?
No, that's a picture of the Space Center view. Like
Oh, okay.
that's not in flight. He's at the Space Center.
Yeah, it's just a giant airplane plus wheel.
What the?
Yeah, 'cause some of those wheels will kick you up into the air.
I just saw one exploding, and now I'm looking down at the planet from like 12,000 meters.
Same thing as me?
Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick capture here.
Oh, by the way, this station is almost ready.
All right, I am.
Show on disk.
I'm gonna bring my SSTO all the way there.
Show on disk. Come on, bring it up, please.
So this is anybody, if you're wondering why I call this executive, this is what it looks like. It looks like an executive airplane. That's why it's called ExecuJumper.
I have
And
Exactly
those solar
for-
panels are tracking the sun, not dawn.
These solar panels are confusing me because sometimes they will track dawn. I can't do anything right now because they're trying to warp me. You see, right now they're tracking the sun, which I find really
Oh my
odd.
god, what the hell? You're just way up there, what the heck?
Yeah, just keep this family friendly, please.
Okay.
Hey, that's a nice, beautiful Kerbin.
Should I bring my Guardian SSTO up to fantasy?
So
Yeah.
how do people have access to the fantasy beacon? It's just not there.
That's what I'm seeing too. I'm seeing it's not here, but the file is actually, the vessel file is still in there. It's actually still existing. We just can't see it. That's the question, is why is it not visible now? And I don't really know. What's up, Farsatic? So that's what I'm trying to figure out
Oh.
right now, because the file actually does exist in here still. I have it right here.
Oh crap.
And I'm looking at it. Fast beacon.
I may have
for
accidentally
orbiting.
spawned something at the KSC, the desert airbase. How do I
What
delete
did you
it?
do?
Look, I may have spawned the desert runway at the.
You spawned a runway at the space center?
Yes.
What? How?
with the,
what the heck?
Kerbal constructs.
Yeah, I'm gonna move it over here to the end of the other runway.
Legendary.
All right, so reference is the reference. It's where the craft is orbiting.
Save.
So
Now there's a random runway at the end of the other runway.
okay, so I'm
Oh,
currently at
extension.
reference 41.
It's not in anyone's way. It should be safe to launch from the other runway now, but now the KSC has two runways.
Huh. You should have used the KSP runway. I mean the KSC runway.
How do I delete previous runway? That's the thing.
You go back into Kerbal constructs, and then you select the local instances and select it in delete instance. Don't know how I just
So,
remembered
If I
that.
don't have access to the fantasy beacon, could I just use the cheat menu to get the craft there?
Cheat menu, I thought that was disabled.
Yeah, it's disabled. I'm gonna save just in case I crash.
Should have brought a beacon on this craft so people can warp to me, but I was gonna land.
If cheats are enabled, then I'm just stuck here. I literally can't do anything. I'm just stuck in the regular.
Yeah,
solar
I need to
system.
see what's going on with it. Alright, let me see what's going on here. Alright, fun. 'Cause what I'm looking at right now is the reference. I think
god. What?
let's show everybody what I'm talking about.
Okay, I don't see the other
Properties.
runway, but there is a little droopy fuel tank in my SSTO, and it's not good.
Well, it's.
Well,
Oh, you know what?
Where is
The
it?
other runway,
Nope.
it's actually on my screen, not on yours.
There we go. Is this the one? Yeah, okay.
why?
So-
Who?
This is what I'm looking at right
There,
here.
I can actually see it. I can actually see the CFG file menu.
This
Why are you-
is this
why are
is the
you-
one for this right here.
What's this?
This is the one for the fast beacon.
Well, the
and-
fast beacon is orbiting Kerbin right now.
And you
This
see
is
that's weird because there is no fast beacon that ever launched that curve.
So listen, boys. Here's the plan. We're gonna try to go into space without blowing everything up.
And if I
Like
remember
it-
correctly,
It looks like it's on the default cheat menu orbit. Like when you open up
What
the
is?
orbit. No, the fast beacon, the fast beacon one, that's orbiting Kerbin. Looks like it's on the default cheat menu orbit. Like when you open up the cheat menu, go to the set orbit tab and just leave all the values the same and click set orbit. That's what kind of orbit that thing's on. Like it's
Yeah.
on
I'm
an
launching
84
right now.
kilometer orbit around Kerbin.
And that's the weird
That's
thing, because if you see
exactly
here,
perfect.
the ref
Oh,
file is actually the ref entry
Oh.
tells you where it's orbiting, if I remember this properly.
Okay, do not mess
Uh-oh.
with Kerbal's constructs while you're have a craft on the launch pad.
I wonder if I can just
I may have just exploded myself.
you know what, let's go ahead and move that there.
I'm on my way up.
And then do like this.
I have literally
save.
like 10 jump drives.
That should be enough.
Do I
Okay.
need like a ton of electric charge?
You're gonna need some electric charge, yeah.
Oh, I only have 5,000. And no solar panels on. Oh wait, yes I do have solar panels. Nope, no I don't.
Respond, respond, respond. Respond. I am frozen at the moment.
Alright.
Well, it decides to try to load everything.
I'm actually really satisfied with how the wings turned out on my craft. They actually look pretty good.
We are gonna super warp. I'm impatient.
Well, what are you waiting for anyway?
It's waiting on this transfer, but it has 12
Transfer.
years.
Transfer to where?
I'm warping by years.
Come on. Okay, you can stop loading things so I can actually load launch our
I'm
bloody
warping
craft.
by years. That's pretty epic.
That's an epic gamer moment.
Imagine how not it'd be like, oh god, how many years just passed? 5.
4.
How
Oh,
long
it's
are we
whatever.
warping?
It's just 5.
We're good. We're green. I don't think it matters to them. I don't think if someone makes a mod that makes Kerbals get older and then have like a set lifetime. Oh my god, that would wreck so many people. Imagine that. Imagine just sitting there really like, in orbit. I've had this guy in orbit for about 10 years. We're about to do this transfer now. When we get there, it's going to be 20 years later, and he's dead.
And he's dead. What a guy.
That would hurt so much. That would hurt so much.
Load it. Load it.
I know. I would. For me, I'd just be like, I'm done. I can't do this. I get so attached.
Is there a way I can tell it to not be at the space center though?
What's that?
I was thinking of trying to build something on like
You can build
Asgard,
anywhere.
like on Asgard, but I know
Yeah.
I'm saying it's KSC, Kerbin.
You can build anywhere you want. There's no restrictions to it.
What are we doing?
Cool. You just have to have something.
Respond, come on. That game's trying to crash for no
Wait.
reason.
Can we build one in space?
Wait, what are we building in space? A space center?
I was like, can we build a Kerbal Space Center in the middle of space?
Probably.
I don't know.
Well,
Listen,
it's
listen. I'm gonna
relative
listen.
to the planet that
I
I
you're.
know. That's what I'm wondering. If you build in
Come on,
space,
though.
is it still relative
Why?
to the planet?
Why did
So
it
say if you were to try to place an
My
object
game
while
just
you're
crashed.
orbiting Kerbin, it would just appear to just zip
It's-
away behind you because it's static relative to the surface of Kerbin.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm
But
wondering if that could be done though.
you got into a geostationary orbit around Kerbin, then yeah, you could actually build a base
See,
in
that's
space.
what
I would
I'm
think.
wondering. You know what? You know what? Once I am going to circularize right here. Circularize. Create and execute
So,
this right now.
Where are you
Around paradise.
My game crashed.
Okay, that's a lot better than my explanation.
Okay, I've reached Kerbin Escape, and I still have a ton of fuel to go.
Alright, so yeah, reference. Yeah, reference.
So do I have to completely leave
So-
Kerbin to activate the drives?
No.
How could I resync the crafts with the server?
Which one?
Especially like that fast beacon.
That's
wanna-
what I am figuring out right now.
A beacon orbiting Kerbin. No, I don't want Kerbin
Let
beacon.
me
I want
first-
fantasy
let me
beacon.
First Kessler all this. 19 parts. And let's go to here. And I don't think there is a way to resynchronize everything right now. Nope, there is no way. I would have to entire server
I don't
in
know.
order to resynchronize all the parts. Are you turning into a broken fan?
I'm turning into an annoyed person because my game has crashed again.
My station's gone.
Station is gone. See, they're not. That's the thing. Is that it's not gone.
I don't see
It's
it.
there.
Why are you 111 years into the future?
I was fast warping into death. My characters are now dust.
You're a legend. I gotta say that right there. You're an absolute. You're a certified beauty.
And you know what's crazy is that Haiku is still in orbit as well.
All right,
Haiku is around.
I'm fast traveling to the what's it called land, the Forbidden Land.
The Promised Land.
So this is what's confusing me about that right now. That everything is actually still in orbit. It's just not pushing it out to anyone. And I don't understand why. So yeah, I mean it's good to have
My
the craft
game
backups.
full
But
crashed
really,
because I tried to sync to you.
I did not try to sync yet because I have bad. Every time we sync, either sometimes it will kick us out or it will, yeah.
Crash.
I tried to sync with the cloth.
My game is freaking out, hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
kick
may,
it
have
out.
to, I may have to cut the stream short if I can't seem to get this to work the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, that was my concerns with Dawn right now. It's still kind of in a test phase where
I'm
it's
just
somewhat
gonna
working.
cut this off.
Well, we can do. Astroneer is kind of awesome, kind of fun. But the thing is with Astroneer,
they
I
have a new
just got
patch.
down to the core of Silva, and it looks whoa. But I actually built a ramp the entire way, so you can actually drive all the way down there now.
Let's go ahead and go to Astroneer is the best one for me.
Well, I want to get into orbit first since it's currently circularizing for me. But I'm gonna try to build it, see if it lets me build a base in space. Just because.
I'll give you 20. I'll give you 26 cents if you build a Kerbal Space Center.
The actual space center.
Build this space center in space, and then you get 20.
I don't think it's gonna let me do it. So I think it has.
Well, you need,
And then you get 26 cents.
well, you need to get into a geostationary orbit.
Spawn new group. So we're gonna make a new group. We're gonna call it.
Kerbal Space Center in space.
Oh, you're bugging out on your screen, by the way. Yeah. That's this most spaciest center ever.
Okay, so let's see. Spawn new. Oh dear God, what? What? Are you gonna let me do this? Are you seriously? Is you gonna let me? Let's see. Let's bring up a VAB. Create and place a local group. Oh, I can't place my local group. No. Oh. 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 Oh my god, what just happened? This is horrible. Why am I around a different star system? This is not Dawn. This is the brown star.
What star is that?
I don't know. I forgot. I think that's Barrier.
No, that's not Barrier. Because
Not
Barrier
Barrier?
is blue.
Which one is
Really
brown?
Um.
That moment when you ask someone if you're driving 70 miles an hour, how long would it take you to travel 70 miles?
An hour.
And the guy says 70.
Oh god. No, that's just not right
That's
at
just
all.
that's just wrong. Stop it. Get some help.
Alright. Let's shift gears to Astroneer.
Maybe you are orbiting Ascension. No, Ascension is a double system.
Yeah, I don't
orbiting another
know
double system.
what happened on that one. That's weird.
Like, Wall is a brown dwarf star, but it doesn't have a big lens flare like that. It looks more like a gas giant planet.
Yeah, I don't have Astroneer, so we can't play, unfortunately.
Eon is more of a yellowish looking star. Barrier is again blue and
Are you shutting your game down?
I think everybody, they're probably, people are probably like rage quitting when they see me actually using, what's it called?
MechJeb?
MechJeb. Oh my god, they're just like MechJeb! You know what? We've played this game for so long, I don't care to do the maneuvers anymore. I cannot be bothered to make a maneuver anymore, honestly.
Yeah, I generally don't use like I use MechJeb for stuff I don't want to do.
I think I started using MechJeb when once I got over 2,000 hours in. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna. I don't want to do orbit right now.
Are
I've done so many orbits, I don't want to.
are we
But
good?
once I lost an aircraft carrier orbit, I really did not want to do.
So are we?
Currently, an 8 menu orbit that this fast beacon is in. It's an 84 by 85 kilometer orbit.
I don't know what's going on with that one.
You-
I'm gonna reload the server and maybe it'll pop back in.
Well, are we switching to Astroneer or not?
We are. I think what's going on with the beacons is that it's maybe being stuck in a different subspace. Because it's there, it's just not showing to us.
Well, there's the mini beacon there that's splashed down, probably at like the core
No,
advanced.
you do not want to go to mini beacon. It is underground.
Last time I was in space, I only had the option to go to the Kerbal beacon.
Yeah.
I guess it only shows beacons that are in space for possible.
I am thinking it's in another space because it is there. It's just not accessible.
Like I saw when I first launched, I was able to get into orbit,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't get into in orbit of Kerbin high enough to really be able to get there. So
All right. Let's not do this stupidly. Here's Asgard.
All right, kids, let's get this bread.
Oh, 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 whoa, whoa.
you were captured by Asgard.
Well, just not Loki.
Oh, by the way, they just updated Astroneer again with some more bug fixes.
Oh, bug fixes. Just read the date. Oh, there's a moon called Vindication. Why am I not there?
I don't know.
Well, it's an airless moon. Like, it has no atmosphere. It's not habitable at all. It's literally just like a dead.
It's like
Well, Horizon and Vindication are like dead worlds, similar to.
Moon and
Yeah.
Minmus.
But it's called Vindication.
Yeah, you don't need any
That
vindication.
is a BA name, if I've ever heard one. Here's Century.
It's only 100 years old. I would wait another 100. And nobody's gonna laugh at the joke.
Alright,
I'm Doll. Eventually, ways and season 8. Yeah, I don't care.
I am going to just switch over to Astro for the last hour. Because I really want to get down.
Heimdall sort of looks like the retro version of Kerbal. Like, you know how like the very early versions of Kerbal Space Program have like bright green and yellow biomes. That's what it looks like.
I've never been there. I'm I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see. I want to see.
Well, you gotta just zoom out in the map and just double click on it to focus view.
Yeah, I'm already there.
See, look,
That looks so BA, man. Oh my
looks like a
god.
retro Kerbal.
It even has the Aurora farts. That's awesome.
Those were probably from the. That's Scatterol. That's probably Scatterer doing that though.
Well,
No, Eve does that. Eve.
That's Eve. Yeah. Hello, Vindication. You look like arse. Good lord. Dang. What?
It
That's not a good look. It's like a gumball, like someone ran through the dishwasher.
Some modified terrain nodes would sometimes lose collision. Yada yada yada.
Horizon. Horizon doesn't look too bad.
Crash while in the shuttle in orbit. The shuttle will remain in orbit, and your starting port might get broken. Oh crap!
So yeah, my station is completely just it's non-existent now.
You know,
Yeah.
you should visit
Billy.
some of the gas giants
Billy.
in the Dawn system.
Yeah.
I may not be able to rejoin your server because I crashed while I was in orbit with the shuttle. Wait, no, never mind. I forgot I was gonna say that.
You know, you should visit some of the gas giants in the Dawn system.
That might be for another day.
Wait, do you have the
Our
yeah, you do have the full mod, right? The traverse system is actually
Yeah.
really cool.
I have not loaded back the full mod yet. It's
Yeah.
You have the full mod because I see Oblivion and
I think I removed the other locations. Now they do show on there. I have not confirmed why or why not, or if it is or is not supposed to
well,
be there.
did you remove them from your game?
I went into the game data and that's the only ones I removed those. But
So
I'll look
you
over.
literally deleted
No, moves.
the traverse system and TWB.
Deleted is such a dirty thing.
You removed
Yeah, I removed them before. I have to confirm that I have done that. Remember, my hard drive died.
so you only have the Dawn system on, but
Supposedly, but it may have changed because.
well, let's take a look at your game data folder.
I'm not looking at that right now. Right now, I'm shifting over to Astroneer.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd do that so I could join on you.
Yeah, because right now, it's going to be. Right now, it's not going to be worth the hassle. We got so many things to figure out what's going on. It's just a pain. I'm still waiting for this game to exit out.
And it says you're offline.